I first started worrying about my weight when I was in 7th grade. I remember one of my friends had these black velvet pants and she got all of the boys' attention. I went home and I was like, Mom, you've got to get me these black velvet pants. I got them from Calvin Klein. I wore them to school and I didn't have the same reaction that she had. That's when I realized that I didn't look the same way as some of the other girls. I didn't think I was overweight, but I knew that I had a few pounds to lose. That's when I got my mom to start buying me all these weight loss magazines, and I remember trying to eat grapefruit for breakfast. Looking at it now, that's where my unhealthy relationship with food started. The more I tried to eat this little diet, the more I would overeat later on. I was relying on other people to show me my greatness. That's when I realized that I didn't look the same way as some of the other girls. The only person that has to believe in my dream is me. Hi, my name is Shirlina and I'm a first Phorm Legionnaire.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make
I uploaded my first YouTube video in 2015. I remember being like so nervous because I thought, like, even though I knew a lot of people wouldn't watch it, I was still like, what if like my friends and family find this? What if a bunch of people see it?
And then I actually already took mine, but I didn't like the lighting in my first video. I had a light on in the back.
Sure enough, like 5 people had watched it the entire week. I'm glad I uploaded it though. I remember feeling like, I don't know if this is even possible. I tried for several years to start on Monday, really just do the diet, go hard. I would fail every single time. And I really kind of thought, well, maybe I can't do it.
I'm tired of failing on my diet, saying, okay, I'm going to do low carb, and I keep messing up. Here we go, day 1. Let me just show you what I weighed in at. The last time I was at 186 was 6 weeks ago. This one really hurt my feelings. I have to keep going and hope that it just comes off. I finally did it! I'm in the 60s. I'm at 169.8. So basically 170, but on the scale it's still in the 60s. It counts.
So I've been procrastinating on making this video for a long time now because I've gained a solid 15 to 20 pounds back. It's just been up and down, and especially with me, you know, trying so hard and not making any progress. This reprogramming thing, it is it for me. It was a lot easier for me to stick to my meal plan. Since starting my YouTube channel back in 2015, I lost 40 pounds in the past 2.5, 3 years. It's literally just been gaining and losing the same 30 pounds. I actually just joined First Phorm's Fall Sprint Challenge for 8 weeks. So I'm excited. I'm hoping that this will be kind of like the little thing that gets me over this hump, because 149, that's my number. That's the number I can't get past. So hopefully this will be it and I can kind of finally get over that little hump. I was so worried about starting a YouTube channel because I feel like we're very much in the era of entrepreneurs, Insta famous. When I thought about telling people that I started a YouTube channel, I feel like a lot of people don't really take it very seriously, but I realized like the only person that has to believe in my dream is me. Other people believing in it is not what's going to make it come true. Only I can do that. Only believing in myself is what's going to make it come true. I first found First Phorm in, I think, 2016. It was Jenna Fail and Emily Hayden, and Emily Hayden had posted a protein ice cream recipe on YouTube. By this time, I had tried a bunch of different proteins, so to me, everything basically just tasted like some form of chocolate or vanilla. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and try it, because she said you had to try it with the level 1 ice cream sandwich, otherwise it just wouldn't get the same creaminess. Sure enough, it was so good. It had that exact like kind of creaminess that ice cream has, so very glad that I got it. My parents are my absolute best friends, and it's hard to like not tell them, you know, that I'm trying to start this fitness thing. So I kind of had to like ease them into it. First I started my YouTube channel, kind of kept it a secret from everybody, and then it just, you know, as it builds, it's something that I have to share with them. So I would just kind of like, oh, I make these videos, you know, here and there. Now like they know that this is what I do, that I am building this business. I grew up very old-fashioned. My parents always raised me like my mom and I would always be in the kitchen cooking. My dad is always in the yard or on the grill or doing something in the garage. My family really are my best friends. My mom and dad, they have this love that I have always wanted. The way they are with each other, they always treat each other with love and respect. My dad still opens the car doors for my mom and I. They still make each other laugh all the time. Like, that's, I think, one of my biggest blessings is that I get to see my parents like make each other laugh. It's so special to be able to see that. And the way they look at each other, it's like, you know, it's amazing. I hope I can just have like a small fraction of that one day. My dad, oh, I love to pick at his brain about coaching because he is retired military, so he's used to like being able to train privates, I think. Ooh, I hope. When he's explaining something to you or trying to teach you something, it just comes from like such a genuine place because my dad just wants you to be the best that you can be and do the best that you can. The way he does that, it just kind of like opens up the space for you to be your best self. He is the hardest working person I know. Whether he's doing something big or something small, he always does it 110%. As a matter of fact, he just had surgery a few months ago, and like, even though he just got done with surgery, like on bed rest, can't move, all on medication and stuff, the nurse walks in and is like, all right, you ready to try and eat some popsicles? And he's like already trying to sit up. Yeah, I gotta get better. Like, I gotta eat my popsicles so I can go do the yard. Even him going through something like that, he's still thinking about the family and taking care of the house. And I mean, I absolutely love him. He's amazing. My mom, she's such a big yogi. I absolutely love getting to connect with her with wanting to see other people do well. She loves seeing people coming into her yoga classes and making changes and changing their life. One of my favorite things about my mom is if she says she's going to do something, I mean, she does it. 10 years ago, I think, she was trying to lose weight. And for my mom, like, I'm trying to get to the weight she was when she was trying to lose weight. Like, she's always been very small. It took her 2 years to lose the weight. Even after like these months and months of her putting in this work and not losing weight, like, she made her mind up. Like, it's already a done deal. It doesn't matter how long it takes. And she's kept it off for 10 years. Like, my mom looks amazing. We call each other when she's on her way home from work and, oh, how was your workout today? Oh, man. And it's so cute because she's like, oh, I had to miss my run today. I've got to get my days in, you know? She's amazing, and she inspires me, and I'm still trying to get down to her weight. My brother and my dad are my two favorite guys in the whole wide world. And one of the coolest things I remember learning about my brother was, I remember he was playing baseball, college baseball, and we went to go watch one of his games, and we were at his apartment, and I was in his room, and I remember seeing he had like a little quote posted up on his mirror, and it was, no matter where you are, there's always somebody somewhere working harder than you. And that always stuck with me. And I think one of the cool things was like seeing that side of my brother, like seeing him work so hard and be so passionate. You know, everything he does, he gives it his best, and he does it as best he can. I was actually asking him just last week about coaching, because when he talks to people, it doesn't matter if he's trying to teach them something. He just has this way of like making people feel seen. Like, when he talks to you, you feel like he understands where you're coming from. He gets you. I was actually just picking at his brain the other day, and he's amazing. I admire him so much. I went to college for engineering, and I went to college for 10 years. I always liked computers, always liked math. It makes good money. I thought like, okay, I just have to get disciplined enough. Like, you know, I just gotta buckle down and get after it. It took me 10 years to realize, maybe it's so hard for me to go to school because it's not what I really feel like I want to do. It's not something that I really feel passionate about. And I have one of my best friends. I will be forever grateful to him because right before I started gaining all of this weight, he had such a good way of like reflecting back to you and helping you without making you feel judged. And he said, "You're waiting for something to happen." And he just blurted it out. He had such a good way of just saying it without being judgmental. And I remember I was just like, dang, he's right. Like I realized, like, I always kind of thought something would happen to me. Like my purpose would be shown to me. Like one day it would just be like, oh, okay, like something would happen that would make it all make sense. And I would find my passion. I would find my purpose. I realized that's not how it works. Like maybe I have to figure it out for myself. It's kind of funny to think about now, but that's when I realized, okay, I need to do some soul searching. I need to do some work and figure out what makes me tick. For me, I had this weight thing always in the back of my mind for so long. This kind of secret wish to like want to get in shape. I was watching Heidi Summers on YouTube. She was so fun to watch, and I realized like, hey, this would be a really great way to be able to reach as many people as I can, talk about weight loss, something that really matters to me. I always love being creative. I love films, I love movies, I love music. Being able to edit and mash those two things together, I just felt like, all right, let's just take a stab at it, see how it goes. And I don't know where this path is gonna lead, but I'm enjoying taking the risk. I'm enjoying learning all these different things as I go. I first realized that I had a problem with food when I woke up one morning. I think this was in 2012. I realized that I was sleeping a lot. I didn't want to spend time with my family and friends because I was so embarrassed of how much weight I had gained. I think I got up to 196. I was just ashamed because I was just thinking that they were thinking, wow, she's gained so much weight, and I didn't want to be seen. That's the thing about binge eating, is that it's such an isolating thing. It's embarrassing, it's shameful, so you can't share it with anybody. Gradually over time, there becomes a disconnect with people, and for some people, watching TV or social media is like the only way that you really feel like you can connect with anybody anymore. You kind of don't have to show yourself. It's hard because you isolate yourself in that way, but I want people to know that they're not alone, and it is possible. You can get out of it. The biggest thing that's changed since I started this journey in 2015 is that my mindset is different. Back then, I used to be so fragile in the sense that if anyone said anything negative about me or didn't like me, it would just kind of like break me down or make me feel really bad. And I realized that the reason is because I was relying on other people to validate me. I was relying on other people to show me my greatness, to show me that I'm worthy. I realized that the only person's opinion that really matters is our own. It doesn't matter if someone judges me or thinks something is bad. I have to be the one that can lay my head down at night and be okay. Like, I have to be the one that makes myself happy. Now that I do that and I pay attention to that, life is just so much easier. It's so much better. That's my biggest difference, is really relying on my own opinions. I really want to create a space in the fitness industry for those who have a problem with overeating, who have that like kind of secret desire in the back of their mind to get in shape. It's hard because we have so many different obligations and things going on in life that it's easy for us to give ourselves the back seat and put everybody else first. Really taking the time to take care of yourself first, everything else becomes a lot easier. It doesn't have to be so hard. It is worth it. It is possible. And you don't have to want to have a career in fitness. Once we get that right mindset, it's so much easier because, we all have the capabilities. We all physically can do it. It's mostly about having that mental shift, changing the relationship with food. And it's a skill. It takes time. It's something that you learn and you have to practice over and over, recondition the mind. My vision is to create this space in the fitness industry where becoming a student of the mind and getting in shape intersect, because basically any diet and exercise program will work. It's just a matter of getting in the right mindset. And once you get that down, everything will change. I have one video where I just talk about being motivated to lose weight, and the response I get from that one video is just, that's what I want, to be able to connect with people like that.
You have to allow yourself to get upset about where you're at, what you're doing, and use that as your fire.
People from all different parts of the world, all different ages, telling me how it impacted their life, how it made them want to change. And that's what drives me, getting to connect in that way and knowing, like, I know exactly where you are. I've been there, and it is going to be okay. You can do it. It is possible. Really having that connection with people is just one of the most amazing feelings, especially when it's something so close to heart. I remember thinking, all right, if I'm really going to go after this weight loss thing, I'm going to help as many people as I can, because I feel like we're not meant to be in that space. We're meant to be whole. We're meant to live these fulfilling lives. I just really want to create this space where people know that it's okay, it is possible, you can do it, and it doesn't have to be so hard. Camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two. Me, 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 me. La, 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 la. All right, we done.